Hike the Pacific Crest Trail. This is a 7th grade math project. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks depending on your students. And it's a lot of fun for the students. This is the student slide deck, so this is what they're going to see. There's also a slide deck for the teacher with instructions, what to do on day 1, day 2, etc. There's a rubric for easy grading. And there are printables, so you're going to print out maps for the students and expense sheets and journal entries. So you want to go over this with the students. They're going to learn facts about this famous trail, follow their progress on a map, keep track of expenses, record the events of their hike in a journal, and they're going to solve problems that have to do with integers, algebraic equations, inequalities, converting fractions, decimals, and percentages, ratios, and constant and proportionality. So a little overview of the trail. It's a 2,650 mile long walking trail. If you're actually hiking it, it takes several months to complete. But it goes from the Mexican border in California all the way up to the Canadian border in Canada. Now students need to be prepared. They've saved $1,000 for their trip, so they're going to record that on an expense sheet. They're going to keep track of what they purchased, the supplies that they need for their hike. They can use a calculator to add up all of their purchases, and they want to make sure they have enough money left over for emergencies because different things are going to happen to them on the trail and they need to be prepared. They can earn more money down the trail by solving math problems. They're also going to choose randomly from several possible events that might impact their journey, so they need to be ready. And for each section of the trail, they're going to be completing the same activities in order. So I've broken the trail down into 8 different sections. Before they enter each section, they're going to read about it on their slide deck. So here's section 1 of the trail. And it tells a little bit about the terrain. It's the hottest section of the hike. They need to watch out for rattlesnakes. They're going to hike up into the San Jacinto Mountains and just some different things that will happen to them on that section of the trail. So they're going to do each of these events for each section. So the first thing they're going to do is mark their current location on the map. So they can use stickers, they can use colored pencils or markers to mark their location. Then they're going to choose their supplies. So slide 8 has all of the supplies they can choose from. And they can choose how much of each thing they're going to purchase. Want to make sure they don't spend too much. They're going to add up all of their expenses, calculate their total, and then turn that into the teacher. The next thing they're going to do is read about the next section of the trail. And when they finish reading, they're going to choose strips of paper for random events that could happen to them, and then write about it in a journal. When they finish their journal, then you're going to give them the next math worksheet to complete. They can work alone or they can work with a partner, and they're going to turn them in for grading when they're done. So if you want, you can grade it, pass it back to them to correct errors, and then give them a final score. So their score is going to depend on how many problems they get correct, how much money that you're going to add to their expense sheet. So they're going to record all of that and then move on to their next location on the map. So here are all 8 sections of the trail. And when they finish, they get a little congratulations at the end. So this is the Hike the Pacific Crest Trail 7th grade math review project.